Moving on to some more news we saw right before we went live. Glen Big Baby Davis got 3.5 years in prison. He had a scheme
Won't
to
let
fraud the
me
NBA's
out,
insurance plan.
'cause I got locked up. Won't let me out.
Not for 40 months or so.
That's
They
tough.
won't. One of 18 former players arrested in 2021 indicted on federal fraud charges for allegedly defrauding the NBA players' health and and welfare benefit plan, submitting false reimbursement claims. Reaction to this news.
Locked up, won't let me out.
I hate it for him and the guys.
For all of them.
No, I hate it for all those guys because like for us, former NBA, the way that stuff goes is, I mean, I don't really know exactly what they were doing, but it's really your own money that you just kind of they go.
How does it work? Yeah.
Well, he's going to jail for his own money, but it's just like if you have a health savings account, you know what I mean? Like, the NBA will allow you, if you go to the doctor or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that money over there will offset some payments so you ain't got to take it out your own pocket. And you can use it for anything, you know what I'm saying, as long as it's helping your body and it's for you, your family or whatever. So I don't really know exactly what the guys were doing, but it just seemed like kind of harsh to give guys 3.5, 2, 3 years in prison for kind of using their own money. And then they use the words like fraud. And you'd be like, oh, man.
I mean, you got to dissuade guys from thinking they can.
Yeah, I mean, no, I get it. But now it kind of like for guys like ourselves, it makes it tough for us to want to use it because, you don't want to get caught up in no mess. You know what I mean? Like, and guys have really ailments going on post basketball. They need that. You know what I'm saying? Guys, man, could have spinal stuff going on just for the sake of conversation. They got to go to a doctor and they putting these claims in all the time. And that could look, you know what I'm saying? That could look funny to them because, you're using a lot of your money just to kind of offset some of these treatments that you're really getting. And maybe some of those guys were maybe not doing it as much and maybe got caught up as whatever. And, it's just a scary thing for guys like ourselves to even, put yourself in that situation, even use your health savings account, you know what I'm saying, too much. Because it's like, man, I don't want to red flag these people and get caught up in some bull crap. So, you got to make sure your paperwork and all that stuff is straight. But it's just, I hate it for those guys and their family, man, because, it's tough to recover from something like that. So you just got to pray for them right now.
Yeah, and a lot of cats been getting sent up.
Terrence Williams last year got 10 years.
It's not just the players, because shit, we ain't no fucking doctors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We
Y'all
ball
couldn't do
players.
this
We don't know the
honestly.
ins and outs of billing. We don't know how that go. We don't know who has this insurance and that insurance. We don't know all that shit. But I can't put all the blame on the guys who have been caught with this shit or did this shit. I do got to put some of the blame on a doctor or doctors who are involved with it because, that's the ones we getting the money back. Yeah, you facilitating it because they know the ins and outs of how to make that shit, to cook the books like that. We don't know that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't working in no health clinics or no hospitals or no doctor's offices and shit to cook the books. So it's a two-way street, but it's just fucked up, dog. It's fucked up. I know a couple cats who got sentenced to that shit. We pretty much know all of them because that was during most of our era. But yeah, it's fucked up. Only thing I could do is just wish the best for them, man. Like, damn. Sitting in the ping, like Bonzi said, for your own money, and on some bullshit, yo.
Yeah.
On some bullshit. So
They know the rule.
I just can't fathom it for the simple fact of, guys already have money, and this is just, an extra couple thousand or, like 50, 60, 70, 100,000, whatever the case may have been for those guys. But it's like, all that could have been avoided. Shit, just take care of your bread on the other end.
Well, I think that's what people probably saying. If you already got the bread, why are you trying to?
Yeah, I'm with him.
Yeah,
I'm with him. Like, fuck, why scheme and scam the system? You know what I'm saying? Because here's the other thing. When you really gonna need that shit, it ain't gonna be there.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be there for what you need. And then like, our bodies is fucked up, dog. You know what I'm saying? For anybody out there who's married to a retired NBA, NFL, or professional sports, I can't even just label it for our professional sport. Yo, our bodies is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's not meant to do the shit that we did.
Yeah.
But, and then now you're going to need that health care. You're going to need that medical care. you know, at some point later on as you get older and shit. Because I see it with a lot of my old heads, you know what I'm saying, who played during the 70s and 80s. Like, yo, now that, you know, with our young fellas doing that scheming and scamming shit, you know, that kind of, as you said, Bonzi, put an eye or some type of red flag on the generation before us.
Take a closer
now
look
who,
at everything.
who really need that shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up, dog. It's fucked up.
Tough.